Hey there, meet Warren Buffett, aka the Oracle of Omaha. This guy's not just a business whiz, he's all about keeping it real with a simple, frugal lifestyle and a wealth of personal finance smarts. When it comes to knowing the ins and outs of money matters, not many can match him. Guess what? In today's video, we're spilling the beans on the 14 things Warren Buffett thinks people waste their money on. So, grab a seat and let's dive into the money-saving secrets. Number 1. High-interest debt. Warren Buffett has always kept a watchful eye on debt. He once said, "I've seen more people fail because of liquor and leverage." Leverage being borrowed money. Now, those high-interest loans, like pesky credit card bills, can affect you badly in your financial well-being. You see, when you're in debt, that magical thing called compounding, which Buffett often talks about, starts working against you. Over time, if you don't pay your debt on time, it gets bigger and bigger, making it harder to achieve that sweet financial independence we all dream of. Buffett's advice? Keep it simple. Steer clear of unnecessary debt, especially the high-interest kind. A big chunk of Buffett's success comes from compounding returns on his assets. When you're drowning in debt and compounding interest is working against you, better start focusing on paying all those loans and debts right away. Number 2. Get-rich-quick schemes. Buffett's investment strategy is a lesson in patience, data digging, and the long game for value. In his words, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Ever heard of those get-rich-quick schemes? They're like a pitfall for impatient people. Buffett's no fan of quick fixes. His success story is about doing the groundwork, planning way ahead, and steering clear of those flashy but short-lived schemes. While others crash and burn in the frenzy, Buffett calmly cruises along on his well-thought-out, long-term route to success. Patience is the key, and for Buffett, it's the secret sauce that keeps his journey smooth and successful. Number 3. Unnecessary luxuries. Buffett's all about keeping it simple. I mean, check this out. He's still hanging out in the same humble house he bought back in 1958 for just $31,500. Wise words from the man himself. If you buy things you don't need, you'll soon have to sell things you need. Makes you think, right? Splurging on fancy stuff might feel good at the moment, but in the long run, it's like throwing money out the window. Treating yourself now and then, it's totally cool, but going overboard and consistently spending more than you bring in, that's a one-way ticket to debt and stressful life. So, learn from the man himself. Keep it simple. Spend wisely and avoid that financial disaster. Your wallet will thank you later. Number 4. New cars. Buffett keeps it simple when it comes to cars. He suggests going for slightly used ones, probably with some small issues, and plan to use them for a long time or until it's on a good condition. Why? Because new cars lose a bunch of their value real quick, especially in its first year. Sure, a shiny new car is tempting, but if you're thinking money-wise, Buffett's all about getting more for your buck. So why not skip the quick drop in value and go for a used car that still gets the job done? It's like he's sharing a money-saving trick. Practical beats fancy when it comes to wheels. Number 5. Paying unnecessary fees. Buffett is all about the simple and likes the cost-effective route when it comes to investing. He's a big fan of low-cost index funds, not just because they perform well, but also because they're budget-friendly. He even made a bet that a low-cost index fund would beat a bunch of hedge funds over a decade. And guess what? He was spot on. According to Buffett, those high fees you might encounter in banking or investing can seriously eat into your returns over time. His advice? Always keep an eye on the fees that come with any financial product or service. As he puts it, performance comes, performance goes. Fees never falter. So when in doubt, go for the low-cost, steady option. It's a Buffett-approved money move. Number 6. Smoking. Smoking isn't just bad for your health, it's a money drain too. The cash spent on cigarettes piles up fast. Quitting not only brings health perks, but also aligns with Buffett's smart spending principles. It's like a double win. Better for your wallet and well-being. And fun fact, Buffett's never been a smoker himself. Number 7. Eating out excessively. Buffett loves eating in fast food restaurants and enjoys Coca-Cola. But here's the thing, he's all about getting a good deal. Eating out can cost a lot, so he thinks cooking at home is cheaper and often healthier. Dining out is convenient, but more than doing it with a budget can drain your wallet. Check this out. Buffett goes for a cheap breakfast at McDonald's and has even hung out with Bill Gates, snagging some coupon deals. It's like he's saying, enjoy the treats, but make sure you're not breaking the bank. Number 8. Gambling. Gambling can be a financial pitfall. Even though Warren Buffett suggests an occasional game is fine, however, it won't boost your earnings or make you wealthy. Instead, it might lead to debt. Playing things like slot machines can create a desire to spend more and can quickly empty your pockets. Those relying on luck tend to be average, while those who don't count on luck often find success. Buffett's advice? Keep your financial game plan away from the gamble. It's the smarter path to success. Number 9. Extravagant vacations. Travel experiences are super important, like significant achievements in our lives, but they can cost you a ton if you plan them poorly. Sometimes, people who don't have a lot of money end up getting into debt to travel for a short while. Sure, the experience is fantastic, but the regret kicks in when you're stuck paying for it for years. So if you want to enjoy it fully, don't let emotions take over. Be smart and plan your dream trip while considering the costs. Avoid using loans or getting into debt, because those vacations could turn into a financial disaster. Plan on spending your money wisely and pick the best time to travel. Number 10. Watching TV and playing video games. One important thing that Warren Buffett made a point about how people in middle and lower class homes spend too much time on TV and computer games. He thinks people are throwing away their time and money on fancy TV plans and video games instead of using that time for more productive stuff like learning how to make more money and grow their wealth. On the flip side, wealthier folks tend to read more regularly. Meanwhile, those with less money often spend their free time binge-watching Netflix or other streaming services. The bottom line? Invest your time in valuable things. It's a better bet for your financial well-being and your future. Number 11. Buying a house. The rich usually don't rush to buy their first home, especially when they're just starting out. They would choose to rent while saving up the cash they need and increase their assets. Now, on the other hand, people with less money often mess up by taking big loans to buy a house, which affects their money situation. Plus, owning a home means spending more money on taxes, maintenance, and interest on your mortgage. Buffett does not rule out the possibility of owning a home to share with your family. What's bad is buying a house with a lot of debt, which can potentially lead to bankruptcy. Number 12. Paying for a gym membership and not using it. Back in 2017, 61 million people had gym memberships. But get this, studies found that after a few months, almost 70% of these students with memberships stopped coming to the gym. It's kinda wild, right? Lots of gyms actually rely on people paying up but don't come to the gym at all. So here's the deal. Joining a gym only makes sense if you're gonna use it. Lucky for us, there are tons of cheap or even free ways to stay fit. Some people are all about outdoor stuff like walks, sports with pals, running or hiking. Bottom line, before you commit to a gym, explore other options, train your mind, stay committed, and find a fitness plan that suits you. Number 13. Ignoring personal development. Warren Buffett says that ignoring personal growth is a mistake that costs a lot of money. He says that investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. People can greatly increase their earning potential by putting an emphasis on improving their skills and continuing their schooling. He thinks of knowledge and skills as long-lasting assets, stressing their value over time. This advice emphasizes how important ongoing personal growth is for long-term success, setting people up to do well in changing situations. Basically, investing in yourself builds a strong base of skills and knowledge that will serve you well and help you change throughout your life. Number 14. Frequently visiting bars and pubs. Going to bars and clubs often is bad for your finances because they add up over time. Instead, Warren suggests cheaper options such as having parties at home. saving you a lot of money. People can put their money toward more important investments if they choose cheap get-together at home over expensive activities. This financial advice fits with Buffett's thrifty way of life by stressing how important it is to be aware of your spending and make smart decisions to improve your long-term financial health. Before we finish the video, comment down below if you spend any of the things that are listed in our video today. I'll personally reply to your comments and help how you can avoid to spend your money on unnecessary things. If you enjoy watching our video, please don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel.